Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you 7 easy ways to earn money online in 2019. And the first way is through basically typing is all you're doing when you're doing transcription. This type of work involves listening to an audio or video and then turning that into text and typing that out. Usually you don't need a lot of experience or a degree, you just need a decent word per minute typing speed, which you can test at typingtest.com. Transcribeme.com is one website that is known for having a lot of these types of jobs, and they pay you via PayPal, so it's very easy to get paid, and all you're doing is typing out the stuff that's being said, and you might have to divide it up into what's being said based on multiple people if it's like an interview or something. But TranscribeMe is a great place to earn money doing that, especially if you want something with flexible hours. So you just click join as a transcriptionist in the top right corner, and that'll take you to the place where you can just click join the team, or you can read more of the FAQs, what you're going to need, all that stuff. You don't need a lot of equipment. You mainly need a good internet connection. You can make, like $20 or so an hour, usually up to $22 per hour. Usually you'll make at least 15, and that's via PayPal. Another site that pays you to do this type of stuff is Scribie. So you can go to Scribie.com, and that is another transcription type site that will allow you to make money online. So again, both of these typically have very flexible hours. To join as a transcriber, just scroll down until you see join Scribie as a transcriber. All you got to do is submit your application by clicking this button and going through that. Take the online test, which just proves your skills. Earn per audio hour. So you click apply now here, and then that'll tell you, you can make up to $25 an hour. Usually files are 10 minutes or less, and things like that. They talk about bonuses. You get paid via PayPal, all that type of stuff. Another thing you can do is be a virtual assistant. So basically this involves data entry. It involves things like scheduling email. It'll involve maybe setting appointments, those types of things. You're basically somebody's assistant, but they can be located anywhere and you can be located anywhere, and most of your tasks are going to be internet related, and occasionally maybe you'll do some phone related stuff. So worldwide101.com is a place where you can go to find this type of work. You can just click the virtual assistants area and read more about it and get started as a virtual assistant here, or click the button in the top right corner. And then another one is virtualassistants.com. So virtualassistants.com is more if you're like a freelancer and you're looking for different virtual assistant type work, by the project. So it's like a jobs board for virtual assistants. So again, that's virtualassistants.com. So search virtual jobs is probably what you would want to do here. And that'll you can narrow it down by state or category, employee, whatever. Click search, and then you can just kind of see what's out there. So it'll say remote next to it for the location, and it'll usually say like anywhere in the US or whatever if it's work from home. Here's another one, can live anywhere in the US, virtual assistant. So things like that. Another thing you can do is do customer support. Customer support's pretty easy. Basically, you're answering questions, and whoever you're doing customer support for will obviously train you in how the company works. In many cases, it's good to be customer support for a company you're already familiar with. But one company that typically has a lot of work from home customer support jobs is Automattic. That's spelled with 2 T's at the end. And all you got to do is go to Work With Us. Is number 4 in their menu next to News. And then you can see their open positions by just clicking Open Positions. Or you can read through here first. It'll talk about the company benefits. You get a lot of benefits like open vacation policy, home office setup, and co-working allowances. They'll reimburse you for a lot of the stuff you need in your home office, company-sponsored life insurance, parental leave, things like that. And then you can scroll down and see the jobs they have. So they have some in engineering, design, business development, and marketing. Happiness is customer support. So it'll usually be called a happiness engineer. Click apply. And then you can scroll through here and see what they have available and how to apply. Usually these are full-time as well. But this is a company that specializes in WordPress, web development, stuff like that. They do a lot of, they're behind WordPress.com, WooCommerce, Jetpack, which is a plugin for WordPress, all that kind of stuff. Another company that has some of these available fairly often is called Conduent. You can go to conduent.com. They have digital, as you can see, it says right here, digital platforms and services for business and government. Careers is in the top right next to investors and the contact links. You can enter a keyword. Usually if you're looking for work from home stuff, just type in work from home, type in, telecommute, virtual, remote, any stuff like that. Sometimes they'll have that, under the locations area, like state, maybe it'll have remote or something, but it doesn't look like they do that here. So you'll probably have to just click like remote in the actual keyword section. And there you go. You'll have remote, public health consultant. You have some other stuff, remote manager. But usually if you just scroll through here a little bit, you'll usually find a work from home, here's a desktop support engineer. That might be one. Just look for anything there you go, customer support, work at home. There's one right there. And there's a few others after that I saw. So then they talk about your benefits, responsibilities, paid training, $12 per hour, $13 per hour, competitive compensation after training, and then click apply. So that's pretty much it for that one. But those two companies usually have some available. Another one is another thing you can do is sell your notes from class. So if you are in college, a great thing to do if you're still going or just graduated is you can sell your notes on certain classes online. And there are actual websites out there specifically for this purpose. One is called nexusnotes.com. So you click start uploading next to sell notes in this blue square here on the right side. Your education is a valuable resource that can help students learn. So that's what you do. You click start uploading, or you can click learn more, however you want to do it. Or you can do sell your notes. There's a box in the top right corner for that as well. And you can just kind of fill this out here. And that's how you sell your notes online. Another one is, there's others out there, but you can just look at some on Google and kind of go from there. But Nexus Notes is one of the biggest ones out there when it comes to selling your notes online and stuff like that. Another one you can do is sell your stuff locally, but instead of you having to move it and take it somewhere or any of that stuff, you can have all of it taken care of through an app. And then people will pick it up at the end of your driveway or something. So there's a couple of apps that are really good for this. One is called LetGo. You can go to letgo.com. You can use the website, or you can get the app for your Android or Apple device. And you can kind of scroll through here as well just to kind of see what that type of item might be going for. If you search LetGo here, it'll show you that. So it's kind of like Craigslist, except the payment and everything is taken care of through the app. And you can message each other back and forth. set up a time for them to pick it up, all of that stuff. So it makes it really easy to get rid of a lot of clutter from your house. And then another one is 5 Miles. You can go to 5miles.com. You can go to the 5 Miles app in the Android or Apple store of choice. And it will also pretty much be the same type thing. It's like people that live very close by will come and pick up stuff. And then the payment, the messaging, and all that stuff is taken care of through the app. And it's just a much easier way to sell your stuff. Another thing is answering questions. A lot of people don't realize that you can answer questions and get paid just for giving answers. So all of us have some sort of occupation, and that makes us more of an expert in that area if we do it for a living than the average person. So you might be a lawyer or something, but you might not be a very handy person around the house. So you might go on Just Answer and ask an electrician or a plumber or something how to do a certain project if you don't want to pay a bunch of money to hire somebody. Or they might tell you, based on pictures you send or whatever, how much a project should cost if you're trying to find a contractor. That's just one example. They cover tax, finance, lawyers, mechanics, doctors, vets, plumbers, etc. So you basically, as somebody who answers questions, as what they call an expert, you get paid to give a good answer to these questions. So it's like doing Quora or Yahoo Answers and actually getting paid to answer. But obviously, it warrants much better answers this way. So you can't just give like short answers and expect to get paid much. So under Join Us at the very bottom of the page, click Become an Expert, and it'll take you to the page where you can, go to a certain category, have a certain specialty. Let's say you're good with cars, specialty, American cars, classic cars, electric cars, whatever. Start your application. So you basically just kind of prove that you're somebody who actually knows what they're talking about, and then you can get paid to answer questions once you're accepted. Another thing you can do is manage social media accounts, and there are a few websites you can go to without having to make your own website first. Freelance websites are really good for this kind of work. Upwork would be one of the biggest freelance websites out there. They're number 451 in the entire world in terms of traffic, so they have a ton of customers and a ton of jobs being posted all the time. So you can just type in, say, social media, put that in there. So you could, if you're doing freelance sites, a lot of times you'll be doing stuff by the project. So you would be more of like a consultant. You could be a social media manager, social media management, social media consulting, whatever. So these people on Upwork typically charge $35, $40 per hour in many cases. Some of them a little bit less, 20 to 25, but you need to be good at building a social media presence, of course. And then Fiverr is another place that you can go as well, do the same type stuff. This would probably be a good way to get started and then work your way up to Upwork, because Fiverr usually attracts people who don't have as much money as Upwork, although it's starting to change with bigger gigs being offered at higher price points. But Fiverr is another one that, that would be under like digital marketing. Then you would be like social media marketing, and then this way you can post gigs and people come to you to hire you instead of you going to the person posting the job. So then you can kind of go through here and see, who the top social media people are, what their profiles look like, so that you can kind of model yours after those. And then, of course, you can get an actual job doing this by going to Indeed.com or another job site of your choice. Just type in social media manager and click remote in the where section, and then click find jobs. So you have one at Upwork, that's contract. You have one at GetResponse, which is an email marketing company. You have Coso IT. You have some other ones as well, Viral Style, Usually these will pay pretty well, you know, around 50,000 a year. So when you're working from home and still able to make like 50,000 a year, that's pretty solid. So that's it for this video. Hope this was helpful for you. Don't forget to check the show notes in the YouTube description or on my website for links and more information. So hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.